Hey, what's going on YouTube? It is Rocky in real time and I'm back at you with another video. And in today's video, I wanted to talk about how we are living in the best time for you to try and become a digital nomad. And let me explain. There's several reasons for that. Now there's cultural reasons, technological reasons, geopolitical reasons, but the fact still remains that we're living in the best time to automate and own your own business and run it from anywhere and sort of travel as you like or live where you like as a digital nomad, as an expat for an extended period of time or a short period of time. And I'm going to explain. So one of the more obvious reasons is the culture of remote work that has shifted in the last 5 years, especially after COVID. Now, I'm actually saying this a week after the anniversary of lockdown. So it's been 5 years. Hard to believe it's been 5 years since then. But we live in a post-pandemic world, and we saw during the pandemic that many companies, the Netflixes, the Googles, the Facebooks, and a lot of the SaaS and service-based apps that you probably use and love on a daily basis, those companies exploded in growth. I mean, Zoom went from 10 to 200 million users in the span of a month. Facebook made billions in profits. A lot of companies were able to run their operations from all over the globe without being in a physical office. So that has shifted the standard a little bit, and it's sort of made remote work an actual standard for a lot of companies. Some companies are just fully remote, and it's not just a perk anymore or something that these obscure, very forward-thinking companies do. No, it's something that is standard and that people expect. So a lot of people are going to be able to work from pretty much anywhere. Next, visa programs for digital nomads are almost everywhere. Countries like the UAE, Korea, Japan, Belize, even here in Brazil, and a bunch of other countries around the globe, whether it be in Europe, Eastern Asia, Africa, South America, Central America. There are countries that are adding to their visa programs on a daily basis, almost, it seems. And every other month, there's a new digital nomad visa program that pops up on the map. Now, the requirements for these visas are, by and large, very much the same. You have to make a certain amount of money or an income threshold that you have to meet, in addition to passing all of your background checks at standard, as well as having the right applications, as well as the right paperwork filled out to be able to live in that country legally. Now, this is huge. So for the Eastern European and European countries, you want to be able to make about $3,500 to $4,500 a month to be able to meet most of their income thresholds. Obviously, the more, the better. So there are programs in Central America, the Caribbean, we have the South American ones, and we have African countries as well. There's a lot of countries that are offering these digital nomad visas. And in those regions that I just mentioned, on average, you need to make an income of about $1,000 to about $2,000, a little bit more than that, on the high side, a month. So anywhere between $1,000 to $2,500 a month, and you're good for Central, South American, and African countries, where you'll see a lot of developing nations. So the cost of living is not as high as first world nations like Europe. That's why the income threshold is a little bit higher there. But nonetheless, you can still live a great life in a lot of these countries on that type of salary or a little bit more. Also, global Wi-Fi and connectivity has drastically improved within the last 10 years. I mean, we have 5G, we have Wi-Fi hotspots, we have travel routers, we have Starlink, we have a bunch of different sort of technologies that make communication faster, more seamless, and all around easier for you to work in even the most remote locations. That little village in Chile, or somewhere off the coast of Cape Verde, something super exotic, or maybe something that you haven't even considered before, is definitely possible today because of the connectivity that we have. Even just environments and spaces in which you can work at, like co-working spaces or digital nomad cafes, even a lot of hostels out there are now equipped with spaces in which are conducive for remote work. So we have a lot in terms of connectivity that we didn't have even 10 years ago. So that infrastructure has greatly improved and made it easier for you to do work on the go. Now, the next one is big, and it's going to shape the world in so many different ways. And it's something that I'm experimenting with my businesses today, and that's AI and AI agents and automation. This has simplified so many SOPs and processes that I use and just I need to have done on a daily basis, and has actually saved me hundreds of dollars a month and will save me thousands of dollars a year. And not to mention the most valuable resource, I have saved so much time. AI agents, AI productivity tools, they're here to stay, especially AI agents. I feel very passionately about this because I've done the research and I've seen how it's being applied to many different industries. So like if you're not using this, especially using this to start your own business that you can work remote from anywhere, you're missing out. You can turn a lot of the mundane things that you need to do for your business, like generating leads, responding to clients, or a bunch of other things that are otherwise not contributing to the bottom line of your business, but are tasks that really need to get done and are sort of repetitive. The AI agents are definitely going to be a game changer for me and just online business in general, because now I'm going to need to hire less. I'm going to get things done a lot quicker. And as time evolves and I feed AI more answers and more context, it's going to be able to provide answers to customers or run tasks way more efficiently, because it's using old data and building on top of that to use and make better decisions about the answers or the work that it does for me. This is huge. And AI agents and AI tools are huge too. So if you're not using them, you're going to be left behind. So right now with AI agents and the automation technology that exists out there, solo nomads can build businesses, they can run their marketing and manage their clients faster, more efficiently, and with lower cost, especially outsourcing costs, than they had before. Now this is big. Like I said, I'm experimenting with it in my businesses online, and it has saved me so much time. There's a little bit of a learning curve, but it has saved me a lot of time, effort, energy, and I'm spending a lot less. I still have to pay to use some of the automation tools, but overall, I don't have to pay an outsourcer for a lot of the things that I need to do for my businesses going forward. So now the cost of living arbitrage strategy has become sort of mainstream. A lot of people are combining remote work and the digital nomad lifestyle with living in cheaper economies. So they'd earn in euros, pounds, or dollars and live in developing nation worlds or developing world countries. And this allows them to live for much cheaper than they lived in the first world or their home country. We're also living in an age where more jobs support remote flexibility from day one. Now, I made a video about all the different job boards that you can use to find work from anywhere jobs. So check that video out. I'll leave it in the description. But you have the common ones that we know about, like We Work Remotely, Remote OK. There's a bunch of them. Flex jobs. There's a list of them, and more are coming out by the daily. So you have a lot of resources to use to try and find jobs that cater to the lifestyle that you want, which is being able to work from anywhere. So as AI starts to surge forward and technology starts to advance a lot more, community is going to be extremely important. And there's a lot of global communities and events that are fostered around bringing digital nomads together and creating a space for digital nomads to kind of connect with each other. They exist. So communities like Wi-Fi Tribe, Nomad List, and Remote Year, they all exist to sort of accomplish the same sort of goal of fostering the community amongst remote workers, amongst digital nomads around the world. So you can use these sort of communities to find co-living spaces, other friends in the industry, or just friends that are also digital nomads and also have some of the same pain points and struggles that you do, as well as ideas. They can become future business partners, or they can just be people that you can add to your network that help you along your journeys while you travel. So the banking, taxes, and international payment structure has also gotten better. Like there's a lot of these fintech startups and fintech companies that are aimed at travelers, people who live in different countries, and transactions that are made between different countries as well. Apps like Stripe, digital banks like Novo, Wise, Revolut, Payoneer, and a bunch of other digital solutions that are catered towards either accepting transactions, sending money, or receiving money in foreign currencies. Those all exist, and they exist in a multitude, and you can use any combination of all of these apps to help you in your business needs and your nomad needs as well. In addition to this, we have Airbnb, co-living spaces, and sort of monthly rentals. They're all now catered towards digital nomads. Cities like Salvador, Rio, and a bunch of other cities are growing in popularity, especially amongst nomads around the world. And a lot of the people within the real estate industry, especially those that are doing Airbnb and short-term rentals, they are gearing a lot of their real estate properties towards attracting these nomads and attracting these people that like to travel. Yeah, so use Airbnb, co-living, and monthly rentals to stay short-term or even longer term, like 6 months, sometimes even a year if you really want to. A lot of these spaces are equipped like that now and are not just serving the tourist that comes or the nomad that comes for a couple of days or a week. Yeah, a lot of these places are equipped for long-term stays. So it's easier for you to find somewhere that you can really nestle down and feel cozy in. The last thing I'll say is that there's a proven playbook for all of this. You don't have to go it alone, and you don't have to reinvent the wheel. And let me explain. There's a lot of YouTube channels, there's a lot of blogs, there's a lot of TikTok, Instagram, whatever you call it. There's a lot of social media influencers, there's courses, there's places where you can get tidbits of information, whether in short form or long form content. There's someone making content out there that is giving you the actual playbook on how to do these things. Like my channel, like I really want to focus on helping people become digital nomads, remote workers from anywhere, and help you with the challenges that you might face or the things that you might not have thought of or have thought of when it comes to living that life. So yeah, all you really have to do is just copy what works. Experiment with some things, whether it be in remote work, whether it be freelancing, starting your own business online, using AI to do some sort of thing that, needs some sort of solution online. Try it. Try and follow what others have done and see how you can incorporate it into your own life, into your own business, into your own remote work situation so that you'll be able to live wherever you want. So I hope I was able to provide an immense amount of value for those of you watching this video. My aim with these videos is to sort of be a resource for people who are trying to move abroad, as well as become digital nomads, and use that information to sort of better their chances, as well as get them one step or several steps closer to their goal. And also, I just make content that helps people who are already nomads or just like on their way to becoming that. So if that's you, just consider subscribing and signing up for bell notifications so you get notifications of when I drop these videos. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Take care.